Joe, then now that you've had a little time to get your feet wet with your group, with the new program, just your overall thoughts on the program and the guys at your position.
It's been tremendous. I think just the excitement and the energy. There's a lot of work to be done, but when you do it with joy and passion and enthusiasm, it goes a long ways, and that's where we're at right now. At the same time, we're getting in and breaking bread and learning more about our guys. That's about the team building and the relationship building. Because if we can continue to mold that, on the field things will continue to fall in place, and we have a great regiment that these guys are starting to lean on and see it. It's not something that they're not used to, and it is a good thing. So we're looking forward to continue to grow one day at a time.
Coach, what's it like having Jason Taylor out there and Reed out there? You got some pretty heavy hitters.
It's just it's the respect. If you go back to the history, and I say history, you can't go harder for longer if you don't have a profound respect for the place and what the place means to the guys that came before. I've been honored and privileged to have crossed paths with some of the guys that went to the U over the years, and Kenny Holmes, Tanner Moss, Sean Taylor, CP. And by the time I got here, there was already an idea of what this place means. And it makes you want to go harder, it makes you want to coach harder, be detailed and all those things, because they deserve that. Our guys here deserve that. And so to have guys like Ed Reed and Jason to be in the fold in our staff, first of all, they're five-star people, five-star quality people. That's the biggest thing. You would never guess or know that they've accomplished big things on the gridiron the way they are as people. And I think it starts there. I think the thing that Coach Cristobal doesn't get enough credit for is vetting out the quality of people to bring into the house. And we came here to build, and we're building. But it takes everybody. It's teamwork, and we're trying to manifest this culture. And this culture is not a T-shirt saying, but it's a buy-in. And we're just honored. I'm just tickled every morning that I get to be in the likes and the presence of Coach Steele, Iron Steele, Charlie Strong, Jason Taylor. We got Coach Rod. I mean, we have a great room, and the supporting staff. If we continue to push and pull the same way, the end result will be there. But we're just process oriented right now, and we're trying to teach and mold our guys to continue to lean on us, right? But again, it's being vulnerable. That's the other piece we tell our guys. We have to be open to be able to be pushed, and they got to count on us to be able to push. And I tell you what, by golly, these guys in the last couple of practices, you're starting to see a little bit of that build up, and we're miles away from where we need to be, but that's the start.
Coach, can you talk about Leonard Taylor and how he's developed this spring?
Leonard Taylor's one of the young guys that flashed last year and has some ability. And the one thing about Leonard is continue to being a student of the game, and part of that is too is us in the room, coaches, to help him, in those things, self-studies, looking at the film a certain way, the training regimen. But you add that to what Coach Feld and his staff in the weight room and the nutrition piece, he's starting to come around. But man, he's so far from him being his polished final self, and that's probably the biggest thing right now. That he's being pushed, and he doesn't mind it. And we got to continue to embody that spirit. Otherwise, this process will slow down, and we're not trying to slow down. We came here to push and continue to grind, and those guys got to have an ultimate respect and a big picture of why we're doing it this way.
What's the working relationship like between you and Coach Wright? I mean, you coaching the interior line and coaching the ends. What's that like for you guys?
I think it's the ability to be able to have the expertise and the professionals in a room to where everybody gets coaching. That one set of eyes missed, the other guys picks them up. And when you have quality folks in the room, and the likes of Coach Rod and Jason's expertise off the field with the quality control things, it goes a long ways. And if it was my son deserves to be coached. Whether he walked on, whether he's a blue chipper, whether he's a senior, sophomore, junior, everybody. It is our goal to make sure that everybody gets coached and bring along. And to have the resources readily available, it goes a long ways. And my gosh, it's been fun. I'm being challenged as a coach because you got Hall of Famers and guys that have grind and play the game at the highest level, and that's the biggest thing. And so I'm really excited for our guys and where we're headed with this.
And what's the attitude like around recruitment on the staff? A lot of big-time recruiters here in South Florida, one of those fertile recruiting grounds in the country. I mean, what's the mood like towards that?
It's about people, relationship. That's what it comes down to. We ain't trying to manufacture all these other things. The big thing that we have going and the best byproduct that we have right now is Miami Hurricane staff is our people. And when you're able to connect with families and loved ones that come through our building, it starts there. And that's the beauty of having coaches and teachers and mentors of the game that not just coaching, but former players that were here, that were part of the very fabric of this community. It goes a long ways, right? So you're able to cut right to the teeth of what it matters to the families, and we're having fun, and it's a grind. We work a little different, and that's just the way it's going to be. But again, when families do come here, you guarantee them that what they see is what they're going to get. You know, there's no facade to it, and we're hardworking guys that all we want to do is pour into our guys, and so far we're good. We're making progress. Long ways way to go, but man, we're excited. And there's some glimpses there of guys, you know, starting to galvanize and coming along. So we'll continue to push.
Hey, Rod, so your initial impressions now that you've been here for a few weeks, your thoughts on the program, your thoughts on the guys in your position?
The program, it's been phenomenal. To be a part of this, to walk in the doors, and all the people that when I was growing up in the 80s, seeing on the walls, and a lot of them being at practice in the building. It's been humbling and mind-blowing, just the type of program this is and the culture that is here. It's still here in the walls. You can feel it. You can feel the energy in this, the people in the room, the coaches between Coach Cristobal, Kevin Steele, and Charlie Strong. He got a lot of head coaches who have done it and has been very successful in this business that are on the staff. So it's been awesome. You can tell with the kids, they're embracing us as a coaching staff and our culture.
3 Hall of Famers were out there today, Pro Football Hall of Famers, including Jason Taylor.
Yes.
Right up your alley.
Yes.
What's it like seeing him at practice?
It's awesome. It's awesome being able to partner up with somebody I've already have a relationship with and have playing history with. It's been a dream come true to be able to learn from him, to be able to talk to him and talk through things, just who he is as a person. And then with Ed Reed and Ezra James being out there, I mean, if you can play hard and be energetic and be excited, when guys like that are out here and you don't know anything about football and you don't love the game. So it not only fires the kids up, it fires the players and coaches up, which I already said, kids are the players. But it's beautiful to see those guys out here, Hall of Fame, and you don't get any better than that.
What's that working relationship like with Coach Salave'a? With, you coaching the ends and kind of coaching the interior.
It's unbelievable. Everyone that's in that room, are humble guys. All they want is to make the kids the best stuff, their best version. And it starts with Coach Salave'a, who has knowledge as an ex-player and as a current coach, and he's a leader, and he's extremely humble. He brags on me and Coach Taylor and Coach Stroud to the kids. He brags on us more than he brags on himself, and that's where it starts. For him to allow us to come in and be ourselves and play our role. Coach Taylor and Coach Stroud, those guys are just guys that just want to get these kids better, as well as myself. So it's a great working relationship. We have no egos in that room. We all just want the D-line to be at their best.
What's your initial impression on freshman Cyrus Moss? We saw he was getting first team reps today.
I love the kid. He's tough. He plays hard. He's athletic. He's long. He's smart. That's the thing I love the most about him. And normally young kids, as true freshmen come in, you have to really get them to pick up the pace in the classroom as far as writing notes when I'm coaching and film study. The guy already writes notes. He's great with his eyes, and he plays hard. So I'm very impressed with him and who he is at this point. those are guys that are ready to break out. Jafari and Chance are guys that have played. They've been out there in the lights. They've made plays in this league, and now it's time to take the next step. They know what the history is of defensive end here, and I told them, you're not here just to look at the wall and say, oh, those guys are great. Your goal is to be up there too and take the mantle. And I really think that they're taking those steps as veterans that's played, and I've been very pleased with them.
And what's it been like for you? I mean, kind of start recruiting here at Miami, taking that step up to a D1 or Power 5 school, and what's it been like being on a staff with recruiters like Coach Day and Coach Cristobal and a bunch of other guys who are top tier recruiters?
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. I mean, if you can't recruit to the U, then you can. I don't know what else you can do. The U speaks for itself. The culture, the Coach Cristobal, the toughness, the process, all the things that go into this program. And then you talk about the city of Miami. And me being able to be a person that's lived here, played here before in the pros, heck, you have everything you need. And then with the coaching staff that has been very successful in other parts of the country and learning from them, I mean, I feel like I can't miss. If I'm with these guys and in this program, the guys are going to want to come here. That's why I came here. That's why we all came here. So it's been great. It's been a learning experience. And I'm just a sponge right now with all those guys in the room.
Yeah, last question for you. Does it impress you?
Yes, it does. Not only we have athleticism in Twitch, we also have guys that are smart, guys that understand the game, and we're allowed to push them mentally. And those guys really understand what we're trying to do here. It's all about our culture and our process. The version we are today, we're not even close to who we're going to be game 1 in September. So they know it's a day-by-day process, and you just got to buy in and buy into what Coach Cristobal is doing, buy into the weight room, and it's one day at a time. It's a process, and those guys understand that, but they have all the ability they need. We just have to continue to push them, and they have to allow us to push them, and we'll all get there together.
Thank you.